Welcome to the latest hour. And it's been a while, you guys, of the Boobs and Booze hour. Sorry, we have to do it this way. We're working on my studio, which is the dining room where we usually do this. Where we usually do this. Hi, ladies and gentlemen. You might be able to hear me more, see me much better. The staff is doing much better at their camera work. There's no staff. It's just me. Hi, it's been a while, you guys. What I'm drinking right now is something basic and stupid. Don't. This is Crispin. It's not too bad. It's dry. It's not too sweet. I'm picky. But there's only so much one can get this late in the hour, and it's something that was in my fridge, so, and just getting off work. Hold on. All right. I'm gonna put my hair up, but there's been a lot going on, ladies and gentlemen. We've got, let's see, white men beating up black women, black men beating up old women. It's so exhausting. Wait, hold that thought. I'll be right back. Hi. Now we have a chair. Wow. We're black. Yay. All right. So let's get it started. The exhausting week of everything that is black or brown. And by the way, I'm getting really tired of these YouTube videos of like black women, why don't they like black men and what's wrong with them? And then black men. First of all, I'm gonna tell you the truth. I'm blaming black men. And then I'm gonna blame black women. This whole community of the self-hate, and when I say self-hate, I mean us as a people. A lot of us have a lot of slave master mentality. And when I say that, there's a song called All Day Suckers. A lot of us are all day suckers, and especially us millennials. I'm an early millennial, I'm early 80s. So that includes me and the rest of the stupid people that it's not as complex as what people think it is. Let's put it this way. All right. We'll go back to the plantation. So if we was going through the politics of the plantation, I would be the house nigga. Okay, we got that part settled. So, but if we are going through politics after the slave master or the plantation, which we still have that slave master mentality that is in our heads, that plantation life of the Becky is always more superior, and people like myself who are fair-skinned are, I don't know why we're a catch. A lot of us are really fucked up and stupid. By the way, I used to drink coffee when I was a kid because I wanted to be darker. I've always been jealous of darker women because darker women are, to me, are beautiful. They age gracefully, and all the Creole bitches in my family end up being crazy. But going back to what I was saying, I blame black men first because that Mandingo mentality You're not going to like that. Whatever. And then I'm going to blame black women. Because black women actually were the first to... I got colorism. The introduction of colorism. And that goes along with black men. You're not done yet, black men. You guys are the fire starters. We are the igniters. Let's not get that twisted. But that's also that slave master mentality that we here have not gotten rid of. And that includes, by the way, black Americans. I don't like to call myself African American because I travel and plus I got my grandfather's born on a reservation, so I'm black but I'm black. But African American, questionable. Y'all need to stop that with this, like, the black people who have never gone out the country and have never been any place, and they think the only black people in the world are African Americans, and those are the ones that would call people African booty scratchers. Shut the fuck up. Please go someplace. At least go to Jamaica or someplace. Go to Puerto Rico. Like, for real. Latinos, they're black. But they're in the denial. Especially those Dominicanos. Oh, fuck. There's a cat. My pussy's on my black cat. Right here. Always bet on black. But, yeah. Let me stop rambling. Wait, hold on. But there's just too much going on. We have a lot of politics going on here in America. It's like that part that that character in the movie Life just can't get right. Can't get right. That's what African Americans are here. Black people, black Americans know who they are. African, just don't call them, whatever. Moving on. Let's talk about that nasty dude, R. Kelly. I met him once. He was dusty, ashy, creepy, and he's a pedo. He used to hang out at Rock and Roll McDonald's back in the 90s and the early 2000s. When I first moved to Chicago in 2002, that's when that tape came out. I knew people around that whole thing. He's nasty. All right, done with that. Gross. And we were trying to tell you black people the whole time. Okay, moving on. Reparations. Here's something to ask. I am for reparations. You goddamn right. Give me, I want my money. And the reason why this can happen and this can work, because back in 1978, my grandfather was born on a reservation in Muskogee, Oklahoma. He was pushed off during World War I, because my grandfather was born in 1911. My great grandmother, Grandma Frances, I'm not going to say her name. She full-blown Cherokee. Her husband was black. Didn't know him. He was not in the. I guess he was just a passer off. Anyway. They received money during the 70s. A lot of the indigenous Americans did get some kind of income and some kind of residuals during the 1970s. Black people have not. Now, here's the thing. I think the indigenous people deserve more money, but myself as a black woman, we have not received anything. We need the same amount and then some, then the, I'm not going to say than the indigenous, but we're the equal players of this game here called America. I am not a person of color. I'm sorry, I'm separating this person of color thing right now for my blackness here in America. America was built by us, black people. We built this country. And now the white fear that is going on is driving people crazy. And by the way, do not coincide the indigenous reparations and the slave, I think it's AOS. I might be saying this wrong. We built this. Don't coincide black and even the Latin community. And we can talk about the Latins, how they need their reparations too. But I'm talking about me, and I'm talking about us, because we've been so ignored and passed over, and we're still getting ignored. But I also blame us too for this fucking niggerdom that is going on, and I said it. Yeah, I might get in trouble for saying that word. But I'm speaking to my people right now. Why are we so obsessed with celebrity? Why are we so obsessed with something that is not real to us? A lot of us are not that way. But I mean, there's so many red flags with don't believe the hype, and especially those youngsters. I want to talk to y'all. I want to talk to you youngsters. You late millennial 1993 kids that don't know shit for Shinola. That Kodak Black crew. Really? Really? We were going to do this? Like, y'all really going to... We're so much better than that. You kids. I ain't that old. I'm a first term Reagan baby. Grew up in the late 80s, 90s. I graduated high school in the early 2000s. I get it. But what I'm seeing right now is stupidity and how obsessed, and being on YouTube, you get to learn a lot about stupid shit. And especially within your own community. It's so dumb. There's this pro-black and then there's this youngsters of like hip hop that don't know hip hop. You know, you got the people that are obsessed with No Jumper, and like dude that got like stupid stuff. Like, that's not hip hop, really. You got who's that young kid? I watch him. Or there's the Dom. Oh, Mr. Tillafero. Yeah, he's cool. He don't know nothing though. He don't know. I mean, he don't know shit from Shinola. He tried, but he ain't that good. And I'm not that much of an old head, so I'm not going to sit here and pretend. But some of the stuff, y'all got to take responsibility. Oh, and I got to give props to Monty out of Philly. That dude is funny as F. There's a lot of great black YouTubers out there. But for my hip-hop heads, the youngsters, really? You think that shit's cool? You think all that clout stuff and filming things and, you know, that gangster mentality and clout on IG? Do you realize people watch this, right? Like the FBI. And if you listen to old school hip hop, and when they're saying all those nasty, dirty words and talking about bitches and hoes, also too, they talk about not snitching as well as watch out and watch your back and keep everything clean and keep your mouth hush and don't perpetrate. Okay. I know I'm going on a rant, but I'm just saying. All right. All right. Cool beans. But before we end this, I've been ranting. That piece of shit that beat that 78-year-old woman. I can't wait till you get it. Ooh, you're gonna get it good. Oh, and what's her name? Austin. The one that thinks he got away with a misdemeanor. Yeah, you think you're gonna be okay, huh? Yeah. To all you people and the Jason Van Dykes out there and all you white supremacists and all you, fun fact, Mr. Potato Heads. It's a nice freezer bag. Potatoes. Potato heads. Yeah, you think you're pretty smart, don't ya? You know, Comer's a motherfucker. You know, I just... $20.43. I'ma still look this way. Y'all gonna look like prunes. Because all that hate and racism, all that is gonna shrivel you up. Urgh. I know you wanna be like us. You wanna really try and you wanna beat us and shoot us and kill us. But the fact of the matter is, a lot of you white supremacists, well, you're not smart, period. You're uneducated, you're poor. You live, and if you're rich, you're stupid, or you cheat your way, and you're still stupid and you still lose. It's just funny to me how this world is right now. I have a problem with everybody, but I have it worse when I have a problem with my people when you tie yourself mentally to that white supremacy self. Don't buy into that, man. Don't believe the hype, really seriously. I'm like, go fucking listen to some old hip hop, really seriously. Because we actually really do need to fight the power. We need to be together. And I don't feel that connection. Maybe it's because it's too much YouTube. Maybe it's because it's crisp. Well, anyway, I gotta go. It's nice talking to you guys. We'll talk again. Well, it's a little bit more formal and not informal and not a rant. And not in our regular studio. Good night. I'm kidding.